How do you explain the unexplainable? I'm Sonia Davis, spiritual growth strategist, and these are your Wednesday wanderings where I share with you thoughts and ideas based on questions that people have asked me. You will notice that my wanderings are static today. We're doing the indoor edition. There's lots of reasons for that, but let's not go into that now. But yeah, how do you explain the unexplainable? Client said that to me just a few days ago, and it really resonated with me because we were having a conversation about the impact of our working together on her. We were coming to the end of our working time together, and I said, can you put into words the impact that this work has had since we've been working together? And she said, how do you explain the unexplainable? And she talked about it being a feeling, an essence. She felt different on the inside. She felt more confident. She felt more free to be herself, which is amazing. I love that. She used a number of words like, I feel free again. I feel like I've stepped into my reality and as it was meant to be. I mean, beautiful, beautiful phrases. She also said, I don't have any self-doubt anymore. And that's amazing. I love that. Brilliant. But she also said that she couldn't put words around how she felt. She said it's like she stepped into a completely new reality and she can't even remember the old one. Not really, not to be able to explain it. And that's some of the challenge with the work I do. I help you become the version of you that you were always intended to be. And you put the fears away and you step into your new reality. And it's you creating it. It's not my design. It's always yours. And how do we put words around that? I am a marketing guru's nightmare. I really am. And I know that. I've been told that by a couple of them. How do I explain the essence of what I do? Well, I'm a spiritual growth strategist. What does that even mean? Well, let's break it down. I want to share this with you because I want to help you understand the ways that I work and the ways that might help you, because you might learn something from this yourself, just from me explaining this, and recognize which areas there are that you might need to look at, whether that's working with me or for yourself. I'm not here to push that on you, but I just want to talk through the explanation of so much of what we do is not explainable in human terms because it's a feeling, it's a knowing. It's acknowledging your spiritual side as well. And that's such an important part of my work. But how do you put language around something that's been condemned for centuries as not acceptable? It's an interesting conundrum, and that's where I want to explore this one today with you. So for me and my work, and I'm going to talk about me and my work as the example here, but you may also apply these principles to you as well, because it's all the same thing, right? We're all human beings doing what we need to do in order to navigate our way through this thing called life, right? That's what it's about. My job is to help you navigate that if you want support with that. That's what I'm about. So let's break it down. You already know, because you wouldn't be here if you didn't, that I'm deeply spiritual. I never used to talk about it. I have been spiritual my whole life. There have been times I've gone and put it on a shelf and gone, let's park that for now, we'll come back to it later. I remember one time this was a number of years ago. I was living on my own in my flat, one-bedroom flat, a few years ago now. And I was about to start researching past lives. And I remember I had a really strong visit from my personal guardian angel, who literally pulled the book out of my hand that I bought a book in a local shop about past life regressions and things, and I was about to start dabbling. And I literally remember it was like this physical person was there and pulled the book out of my hand and said, no, you're not ready for that yet. Not yet. It's not the right time. Okay, that's fine. So I then put it all on the shelf and moved on and did other things, and I've come back to it. And now I can safely say I have done a lot of work in my past lifetimes, but I also understand why that wasn't the right time for me then. It was out of sequence with what other things I needed to do first. And that's part of what I bring to you, is that ability to see through and what's your next step, not what's 17 steps ahead, and help you navigate through those steps. Now, I can't quantify what those steps are going to be for you because they're different for you than they are for me, for the next person along. But each of those steps is something that I have the ability to see for you. It's like I can see your soul and your soul's truth as it was meant to be before life and conditioning and things and events got in the way and hid that from you. I can see through the version of you to the version of you that you hide from yourself. And I will help you, using my gifts and skills, unpick the layers gently, carefully, in a very compassionate way, but I will help you peel those layers back so that you can get to the essence of you and you can become the version of you that you were always destined to be. That's what I do. How do you put words around that? So my spiritual gifts, I'm an Akashic master. I work in the Akashic records. I mean, I say I work, that sounds very trite, doesn't it? I work in the Akashic records. I use my Akashic records every single day. I go into my Akashic business records every day. I check in with my business guides around priorities for the day and the essence and the feeling of what will serve me best and also serve you best. And I do that every single day. Most days, you may have seen on social media, I post a daily card reading. I'm always inside my Akashic records when I do that, because I allow my guides to channel through the messages that you need to hear, because it's not about a card for me. I pull my own card for me. This is a card for you that I put out there, and I channel that from within my records every day. I don't show up every single day. I have at least one day off at the weekends, and sometimes I do it later in the day, but effectively every day. I also work with time a lot. I condense time, and that's a real cliche in the coaching marketing world and things, but I navigate through portals of time. I help you to track through portals of time so that you can jump from this version here and become this version here without having to go through all the little steps along the way. We'll see the steps, we'll acknowledge them, but we'll travel through them really fast. That's one of the things that I'm able to do. I will help you become the version of you that you were always meant to be. But by doing that, I unlock things like past life traumas, energy blocks that are in your way that you're not even aware of. You can't even see them. Those energy blocks, cords, curses and spells, I'm really good at that. That's one of my specialities, is clearing those out from your energy field. And some of those are really, really nasty. Okay. And one of my skills is to be able to release those very carefully and compassionately so no one gets damaged in the process, because curses and things can have a sting in the tail, and I always make sure you're protected. There's an awful lot around the spiritual stuff that I do, and it's not just in Akashic Records as well. I do a lot of work with the goddesses. The three main goddesses I work with all the time are Isis, Bridget, and Kali. I work with Master Merlin a lot. I work with Archangel Metatron a lot, and there are many, many others. And I fly with dragons, and I'm Dragonkin and all the rest of it. And I help you unpick your abilities and gifts as well. That's one of the things that I'm most proud of, I think, is helping other people. And the client I was talking to the other day that sparked this whole conversation had a very, very strong gift that she wasn't aware of, and she'd put it down to something else, so sort of some mental, I'm not going to disclose anything, but she'd put that ability down to something weird and problem with her, and it manifested as anxiety and mental health problems that had dogged her through her life. And actually, when we got into it, it's actually her gifts showing up, but she didn't know how to use them. So that's something really powerful that can really change things. How do you put words around that? How do you explain that? It's energetic, it's soul-led. And yet, the other thing that many, many people have said about my work is the hard line practicality that comes with it. So I'm also a therapeutic coach. And for me, that's so, so fundamental to my work. That's what I started with. I started with the therapeutic coaching work on myself. And that's where you go really deeply into all those childhood beliefs that you don't even realize you're still carrying, so that you can release them. The rules that you live your life by that go, actually, I don't need those were my parents' rules, or the grown-ups around me's rules, or my teachers' rules, or my grandparents' rules, or whatever, whoever the grown-ups were in your life when you were a child up until about the age of 7 or 8. This is beyond, this isn't mindset work. This is deep root causes work. And it's also trauma. I have to reference trauma. Trauma is such an important topic for me. I'm going to be doing a whole one of these all about trauma at some point soon, because it's something I'm really passionate about, and that passion is growing, and I've got some stuff to say on trauma. I will say that trauma informed is not enough, not even slightly. It's not even close. Knowing how to safely, competently, compassionately handle and release trauma is, I believe, fundamental to any work with other human beings. I do have a bit of a bee in my bonnet about that, and I will bring that to you another time, but I do want to, I see a lot in the spiritual world that doesn't know how to handle trauma, and I personally don't think that that's acceptable. And I have plans later this year to start doing something about that. I'll talk about that another time. I could get on my soapbox about that. But for you, I believe that we need to be able to skillfully release trauma from your current lifetime. We're not even talking spiritual here, we're talking your subconscious mind, where it impacts you without you even knowing. Those micro traumas. We're not even talking the big capital T traumas. I mean, if you have experienced big capital T traumas, I'm really, really sorry. And I genuinely hope you are healing from those. The vast majority of people haven't, not the really big stuff. But every single human being has experienced a long series and sequence of micro traumas, things that have upset them along the way, things that have damaged them without even knowing in some cases. When I worked on mine, I released things from my childhood I didn't even know were holding me back. I couldn't even name them. There was just this sense of something holding me back, and oh, we went there and I released it, and how lovely. It's gone now. Never need to be held back by that again. And you carry it in your physical body as well. And being able to release those things without re-traumatizing you and without making you go back into the murky depths of the horrible things that happened. You know, I was bullied a lot as a child, and well, throughout my life, to be honest, for a number of reasons that I now understand, and that doesn't happen anymore. But each of those incidents of bullying, particularly when I was younger, they stayed with me. I didn't want to go back and revisit them all, but I used a method that allows me to release them without re-traumatizing. We just let them go. And I've done this a lot with clients as well. And this is something that's really important to me, because I don't believe that trauma needs to be revisited in order to be released. And trauma shows up in so many different ways. Oh, I'm doing it. I said I wouldn't get on my thing about trauma. Let's move on from that. The other thing that I do is I'm a teacher. I'm a really, really good teacher. I've got to be honest about that. Random fact for you, I actually trained as a primary school teacher at university. Slight degree of irony that one of the things that put me off going into it was the amount of bureaucracy, and then I ended up in adult social care, which is even worse. But anyway, the irony is not lost on me. But there we go. I found a very roundabout route into social care, so there we go. But teaching is one of my skills. It's one of the things that I do, and it's one of the things I do with my clients. I don't just want you to heal and move forward and clear the energy blocks and understand your spiritual gifts. I want you to learn the skills yourself to be able to do it yourself in future when you find more of them, because we always have more layers. I do. I mean, I find something every day. There's always something to work on. And that's okay. But what I want to do, what I do when I work with people, is I give them the tools to be able to help themselves in the future, because I'm not here to solve your problems for you. I'm here to help you solve them. That's the point. I don't give advice either. I teach, I explain things. I sometimes give practical examples of my own experience, but it's you that does the work. That's the whole point of what we do together, right? I don't give you a one size fits all, here you go and do it this way. That doesn't work, because you're you're not me. Your unique DNA, circumstances, life conditions, all the things that you've got going on, your energy, your past life history, all of those things, they're unique to you. And I want to help you maximize that, not tell you about mine. I mean, I can tell you about mine, that's fine. And I do frequently, but only from the purpose of giving you an example, so that you can see, oh yeah, we could do that, and so that you can apply it to yourself. For me, that's the point of being a teacher. That's why I also teach on the diploma in integrative therapeutic coaching. That's a mouthful, isn't it? I love doing that. It's the diploma I did myself. It's the current evolution of that diploma that I did myself a few years ago. And I love teaching on that, because I get to, not only do I get to share knowledge and insights with the students on the diploma, but I also learn as well. As a teacher, it's a two-way process. I learn every time I teach. I learn more myself, and it's brilliant and beautiful, and I love doing it. And it helps me keep my skills sharp and up to date as well. And it helps me to help you understand the world that you're navigating. That skill set is so powerful, and it's something that I'm really passionate about, is helping you learn as well. Growth is one of my top three core values, along with authenticity and freedom. I'll talk about those another time. But growth for me means learning and growing every single day. And if I can help you by giving you some tools that you can apply to yourself, that's what it's about. So when you work with me, you become a version of yourself that you didn't realize was possible when we started. That's the unexplainable bit my client was talking about the other day. It's an energy shift. It's a belief shift. It's a becoming shift. And I do it by connecting you with your purpose. And ultimately, my mission in this lifetime is to make the world a happier place, one joyful person at a time. And I believe, based on my own experiences, which is what I'm now bringing, I believe that we do that by connecting with joy. And I'm not talking surface level happiness. I'm talking deep inner joy. that creates the resilience that you need to navigate this life, the good times and the hard times. Being joyful doesn't mean you don't have bad days. It really doesn't. That's why I'm indoors today. It's not that I'm having a bad day, but I'm exhausted and my body needs rest. And that's what I'm doing. I want you to believe in yourself. I want you to have the self-love and confidence in yourself. That means you don't need other people's validation. Your own very existence is all the validation you need. That's where I get you to. Explaining that isn't easy. And that's why I wanted to come on and do one of these videos. So that you can start to understand the unexplainable. So that you can start to see that actually you are a limitless human being. In fact, I'll go further than that. You are a limitless divine being in a human existence right now. And I want you to connect with that version of you that is possible. The version of you that was born into this world had no limitations. The moment of your birth, anything was possible for you. And then life came in and put limitations on you and squashed you and squashed you and squashed you into a ball until the core of your limitless potential is so hidden underneath all those layers that you've forgotten what it is. My job is to help you get there, help you remember. Because when you remember, anything is possible for you. That's when you go out and change the world. That's where you build your business in a way with the core self-belief that means you have more impact on your clients. So it ripples out. That feeds me. That feeds my soul. The thing that brings me joy is sitting in front of a client where they have that moment, they go, that's it. That's what I'm here for. Wow, it's amazing. I live for those moments. Oh my word. And they feed me forevermore. They really do. There was one that happened actually in the pub over lunch on a VIP day with a client. And she sat forward literally halfway through lunch, between mouthfuls of lunch in the pub on a VIP day. And she sat forward, she went, I'm going to do this. And it literally felt like angels singing and fireworks exploding. It was an incredible moment. The energy of that moment will live with me forever. And I feel honoured and privileged to have been part of allowing that to happen. I didn't create that moment, but I created the conditions that allowed it to happen for her. That's what it's about. That's the unexplainable bit. So this is a very roundabout way of trying to explain the unexplainable, of what I do, what it's like to work with me. I'm really passionate about the fact that you cannot look at any of these pieces in isolation. Yes, you can do your mindset stuff, but that doesn't heal the roots of the trauma. Yes, you can look at your spiritual stuff, but what about your subconscious mind that's been navigating these things since childhood in this lifetime, that is also holding you back? And all of those together, what about your physical body, your nervous system that says, no, I need to stop? Like mine has today. My body has gone, no, you're not going out for a walk today. You're going to sit at home. You go out in the garden, hug the trees there and do your grounding stuff there. But no, you're not going for a, 3-mile walk because your body needs rest. And that's what I'm doing today. I'm sitting here talking to you right now, but that's okay. I'm still sitting down on a chair and then I'll go and rest when I've finished this. And I don't believe it's possible to do any of these without doing all of them. Your past life history and energy impacts your childhood, which impacts your now, which impacts your nervous system and your physical body, which impacts how you show up. It's all interconnected, and I don't believe you can do one without the other. You have to do all of it in one go. That's what I bring. How do I explain that? Well, I hope I just have, to an extent. The possibilities of how you leave working with me, and this is true whether it's a one-off session or my VIP one-to-one work over 12 months. This is true regardless. You will grow. You will become the version of you that right now you can't get hold of. You can sense that they're there. I know you can. You wouldn't be here watching me now if you couldn't. You know there's something more for you. If you don't know what it is and you don't know how to get there, that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to help you find it. I'm here to help you connect with your purpose so that you can find your inner joy, and then you have more impact. And wow, the world is a much, much different place at that point. And no, I can't explain it. No, I can't put words around it. But you can feel it. You feel it in here. You feel it in your gut. Your instincts tell you this is what I need, even if you don't know how to explain it. Even if the words I'm using aren't explaining it to you, you know there's something here drawing you in, making you feel there's a connection and there's something you need here, even if you don't know what it is. That's what it's about. There's a contract that we have together. Now, you might not know about that, but that contract is already in place. It's a soul contract. There is a soul part of you that decided before you were even born into this lifetime that we were going to connect. That soul contract is what's calling you to me now. And it's calling me to you as well. I can feel that. I can feel our connection. It's a strange thing, and you can't put words into it. You just know. I know that you're watching this. I can feel you watching this, even though my practical human self says, I am currently talking to my camera on my laptop, and I will then upload this video onto YouTube, and who knows who'll watch it. Any number of random people can watch it. But I also know deep in my soul that you are going to listen to this, and you need this information today. And there's something in this, what I've just been talking about, that is what you need right now. And now that may be that you need to come and work with me. It may not be. It may be I've given you something in the things that I've said that have landed for you and gone, oh, that's it. That's what I needed. And that's perfect. And I'm totally okay with that, by the way. This isn't a sales hustle kind of video. This is something is calling me to speak these words to you right now because you need them. And whichever part of this you need, whether it is just watching this and hearing something that's landed for you, or whether it's coming closer and getting in touch with me and commenting below this video or sending me a message privately, you can always do that. And exploring how we work together. It doesn't matter to me how we do that. I mean, look, I'm running a business. Please do come and work with me if you'd like to. I'm always open to that, but I'm not here to pressure you into that. You will know, your soul already knows, because we have a soul contract already. You wouldn't even be watching this if we didn't. So I'm here to take you to your most joyful self. That's what I'm about, and I want that for you. And I would love you to come and work with me if that feels right for you. If you feel I'm not sure if I want to work with you or not, drop me a message and let's just have a chat and see what happens. I'll never ever pressure you into trying to work with me. I'm not, that's not how I roll. I mean, I've got a sales mentor who despairs of me, but actually that's not my vibe. I want to empower you to know what you want and to help you make the right decision for you. That's what I'm about. And I do that with love and my blessings. And if we don't work together, that's absolutely fine. And I still send you just as much love and just as many blessings, regardless. Because that's who I am. That's what I'm about. So, I think I have probably wandered around the subject enough, explaining the unexplainable. It is hard to put words around it. It's a feeling, it's a vibe. If you're feeling that vibe, if you're trusting your instincts, reach out to me. I'm here. I'm very happy to have a chat with you and just see where it goes, see where it takes us. Whatever the outcome, it's totally fine with me. But let's see where it goes. So if this has landed with you in any way, shape or form, please do let me know. You can reach out to me privately. You can comment below this and just let me know it's been useful. If you've taken something from this video, please take it with love. And yeah, let me know. I love hearing from you. So do let me know in whatever way feels right for you. And do like and subscribe to this channel because it really does make a difference with getting the word out to more people. Yeah, so I'm going to leave that there. These have been my Wednesday wanderings, ramblings, meanderings, thought processes, just sharing off the cuff with you. There's no script. I had some notes, but I was just checking. These are just notes from what my client gave me the other day, and I just wanted to check I'd covered what she said. So I have. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm sending you beautiful blessings, love and light. Take care, and I will be back again soon.